It's always incredible when you think about how a show comes together. It's just a seed of a thought or a spark of an idea in a person or a few people's minds. I wonder what would happen if...
Let's make a baby.
Well, I wonder if this would work.
So you're looking for a roommate?
Yeah.
We should talk.
And then it grows and it snowballs and more people come involved and they add more and more to the mix. And before you know it...
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
The L word, it's now part of the lexicon. And that all comes from just a little seed of a germ of a thought.
In the long walk down memory lane, whose memories are recalled?
This show, hands down, has changed my life.
Things that happened to us?
It's bittersweet. It's really, really bittersweet to say goodbye.
Or things that happened to others?
Something had been created that superseded any kind of preconceived design.
Or things that never even happened at all?
I didn't leave you, okay?
Not in real life, anyway.
In a society that everybody's been reflected on TV, you've been watching TV since you're a little kid, and you've almost never seen yourself, and then all of a sudden there's like a TV show that reflects you. I think for our society, it's a really powerful thing.
Something strange happened with the L word. The show not only broke ground, it broke into a place of collective belonging, where memories remain with all who keep them.
Eileen told me that they wrapped sound in stage 1 yesterday. That was it. No more Planet, no more Bettina, no more Jenny Shea.
I'm not about to say goodbye to the L word. I never, in my wildest dreams, imagined that this could happen.
I love every moment of it.
My view of the world expanded.
I've never been with this amount of people for this amount of time since elementary school.
I feel like these are my elementary school friends because it's been this many years.
That's awesome! The chart. I was wondering where it was. Oh my God, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
This is the chart, and anybody can make this chart at home.
Let's see, hold on.
Start with your name or a friend's name.
I think I slept with everyone here, so. In my real life, of course.
Shane, Alice, Poppy. T is for Tasha.
So we have character names, but then occasionally...
Where am I?
We'll have real couples.
Yeah, Nina and I are here, but this is my best friend, and at the time she was dating, which, wow, that really ages the show.
Myself and Shireen.
Oh, come on. Rose didn't only sleep with one person, and Shireen definitely didn't only sleep with one person. Okay.
Anyone can play this game. It's really quite frightening.
Behold the chart, an atlas of highways connecting all kinds of love. Some long-lasting, some lasting only the night.
I don't like sleepovers.
They are loves that made us gasp.
What the fuck?
And smile. And sometimes even cringe.
Oh, gosh. Oh, sorry. Maybe we should just be friends. Yeah.
No matter, each one can be seen as an accomplishment. The first lesbian kiss on TV happened in 1991 on LA Law, but seemed more like the kiss of death for advertisers. While the big screen was slightly more generous to gay characters, same-sex love had not fared well on the small one. Lesbians on TV served more to titillate than to illustrate. So how did the L word make a place for itself?
Why is it so important for you to believe that everyone is sleeping with everyone else? Because they are.
Maybe because it unapologetically went all the way.
Bet. Oh, we have to start with Bet. Lisa, my lesbian man, I think was my
The
best
twink.
lover. Okay, then Lisa.
Twinny,
Dana.
Isabella,
Alice,
Dylan,
Tara, Tanya, Gracie.
Oh, there was Lacey,
Ralph.
Tammy. There was a girl, sweet girl with the curly hair with the spoke. Oh, and Mickey David. That was 5th season. I can keep going. Are you serious?
The L word took the unique anthropology of women who love women and put it on a map.
So here's the story of the chart. I can't believe you've never heard this story before. In the very first writer's room, we came up with this idea of the interconnectivity.
Okay, name names.
There were these big dry erase boards in our offices, so we started drawing the chart on the dry erase board. Basically, we were trying to figure out like who had slept with who and how we were linked, basically.
It's such a trademark of the lesbian community, and I don't really know why that almost every good friend you have is someone you've slept with in the past, or if you haven't, they're probably going to be someone you sleep with later, or someone you've had a crush on.
1, 2, 3. That is how many people it takes to link you to me.
I think it's the result of having such a small community.
It's like this whole crazy, tiny little world.
Crazy, yes, but not tidy.
It's a visual cue to the complexity of the relationships.
I was pretty confident that I would be out, you know. They wouldn't be able to put me on their chart. But I came back from lunch one day with about 4 strokes. I got myself on the chart, and then we just started adding to it.
This thing is growing. People are adding names, and it's like growing exponentially.
That's great, Alice. I love the sound of that one.
It wasn't initially Alice's. The chart belonged to Kit in the original iteration of Earthlings.
I already had Lisa and Nina, and I was adding their best friends, Elaine and Maddie, when Elaine started hitting on Nina.
My character was the captain, and she was a different group of the core group.
The sea captain.
So I see the sea captain brought her camera.
Yep, she's had it surgically implanted in her eye socket. They dressed her like a rodeo clown.
With her little black hat and her crazy tattoo with a chart on her back.
She was an artist, a photographer, and a historian of the group and the community, and everything that was going on was being tattooed on her back.
For the last 25 years, I have been documenting my Thai community.
Ooh, yo, Shane, girl, what's up?
I thought it was a science fiction show. And then, like, the first page, I was like, oh, that's not science fiction.
I remember liking the title Earthlings. Isn't that nerdy of me?
We become victorious when we position ourselves to write our own history. A document to prove I exist.
I remember calling her up and saying, okay, Pam, I have good news and bad news, or maybe it's good news and good news. The show's got picked up, we're going to series, and Kit is someone completely different to who you played.
I would have had to spend 3 hours every morning having names, 100 names tattooed all over me.
Once that got scrapped, I started doing the mini chart thing. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's going to be the tattoo come to life.
But even in 2002, attempting to draw a television universe orbited entirely by lesbians was a risk, when even gay pioneers seemed to blaze trails straight to a dead end. Really, who would want to play gay?
Well, is it a no-no to play gay in Hollywood?
I will never forget the phone call that I got from the president of the network. We're going to shoot the Earthlings pilot. We're going to cast it with the best actresses for the roles. We want you to know you are not under any obligation to get any big stars, because we just know that you're not going to. We did Queer as Folk. We couldn't get any name actors to play these parts. The minute Jennifer said yes, anybody else was obliterated.
I just was really grateful that I had found such a wonderful part, someone that was so complex to play.
Laurel's process was a little bit different because Jennifer was in place. It was really like getting a short list and then having, you know, the 2 actors meet and see how their chemistry was.
I had both my dogs with me, and who are ferociously protective. I said, Laurel, you know, there's these 2 dogs in here, just ignore them. They'll go lie down, everything will be fine. So she came in, she totally ignored them, everything was fine.
Her dogs like me. I remember that.
And then the other woman came in, and I did the same thing. I said, you know, there are 2 dogs in here, blah, blah, blah. And she came in the trailer, and she said, oh my God! And I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy.
I was about to get married. I was actually very close to getting married, and we just talked about our wedding dresses and what we wore.
While casting the beloved Bet and Tina fell relatively easily into place, other roles put the network execs and the women behind the series head-to-head.
Erin Daniels was someone that I really thought would be a really great Dana.
Do you have to dress like that all the time? I mean, every single thing about the way you're dressed, like, screams dyke.
They thought she was too butchy.
I was just tired of auditioning for the bimbo. It was so refreshing to read something that was smart.
She